Hey, happy Air Max Day, y'all. With it being Air Max Day, I do want to talk about a release from a couple years back. I want to talk about specifically the Sean Wotherspoon Air Max 97 one. So, if you don't know or you're, barely getting into shoes and stuff, Sean Wotherspoon is a co-founder of the sneaker vintage boutique Round 2. They first opened up the first boutique in Virginia, which is his hometown. He opened it up with his partner Chris Russo, and then he came over to LA, opened one up on Melrose, and then proceeded to open up several boutiques throughout the years, with Chicago being his most recent. So the shoe came about with him entering the Vote Forward Air Max Day contest, which they hold every year. And luckily, due to his mass following, he won contests. And when they basically surfaced the first couple, sorry, my brother's here. The first couple images of the Nike Sean Wotherspoon collab. I didn't really like the colorways, but of course, I guess with the help of Nike, they came up with a different colorway, and then the shoes started getting a lot of hype. And so it was slated to release for Air Max Day 2018. And it was freaking madness. So I just want to talk about a little bit about my experience, because I was able to buy them for retail. But of course, with buying it for retail, I had to deal with a bunch of resellers at the place I was at. So I really wanted this shoe, and apparently it was going to be very, very hard to get this shoe, although they were coming out on Sneakers app and several retailers. I believe Sneakers app even did a shock drop, but specifically for New York. No love for LA. We barely get any love, so whatever. So I believe Kick Los Angeles was getting them. Bait locations were getting them. I don't remember if Bodega was getting them. Not entirely sure, but my eyes were set on basically camping out at one of the bait locations. So bait locations was going to do first come, first serve. And if you remember that day specifically, they said that you could not basically camp out in front of the store ahead of time. You were supposed to wait until the day prior to basically camp out, and it was till after store hours. So everybody was basically kind of loitering around the store for the day before the release. Me knowing that Melrose was going to be super packed, I went ahead and I went to the location outside of LA, which was the La Brea location. So I went to the La Brea location maybe a couple hours before their store closing, which was at 6 p.m. And I met up with my girl Elise, better known as Kixology. Elise, I miss you. So I met up Elise there, and there was just so many people there too, kind of loitering around, lurking around. They couldn't, put up chairs or anything before store hours, and it was just a mess. So I was planning on camping out and stuff, so I had brought a blanket and a chair, the essentials, if if you've camped out, so me and Elise were holy shit, it's pretty freaking busy. And so once the store closed, everyone basically ran to where the door was to try and I guess put their chairs down or line up at least. And there was just so many kids, so many resellers. It was damn near impossible. And then there was an employee who came around from the back on the corner. He was like, hey, line starts here. So everyone started running there. And so we were kind of hurrying up. We didn't really run. And then sure enough, like there was this guy trying to like cut me, and I almost got in a fight with him, but Elise was there to kind of like, you know, back me up or whatever. It was like, you know, it's not that serious, but it was like, you know, stop freaking cutting. I know like you're with your boys, but I was here first. You get me? So it was so bad that they ended up doing a live raffle. I can't say about the Melrose location because I wasn't there, but I remember seeing videos and there was like helicopters and they did like a street closure or whatever. It was crazy. So I was so glad I did not go there, even though I live like practically down the street from there. So they did a live raffle. Everybody got raffle tickets that were in line, and then they took us to the back and we basically were called out. Well, they called out numbers. I have a video and I'm just gonna show you guys really quick what it was like. It's a wrap. So yeah, during that time, I was one of the lucky few who got picked, luckily. But I was probably like 18th in line or something, and so I mean it was cool, but it's not like I was guaranteed my size. So people who were picked, we stayed after and they told us, you know, come tomorrow during store hours as soon as it opens and you can come pick up your pair. I believe pickup was over at like 11 or something like that. So I went, picked up my pair. Since I wasn't one of the first few in line, I actually ended up getting, I think, like a 7 or a 7.5, which is not my size in the men's size. I mean, it is, but as for this shoe, since they kind of like ran kind of big from what I knew, I had to go down a whole size, which is a 6, aka women's 7.5. So even though I got them and I had to go through this whole thing, I had to also go to another like co-signing store or a store that sells shoes and basically try and swap them out. So I had gone to Cool Kicks on Melrose and luckily they had my size there, so I was able to swap my pair for like a small fee, so whatever. Now about the shoe here. So this is the box. Super cool box. It has basically the Nike logo in the corduroy colors that came. So when you open this box, it says more air, and then it has like a couple scripture here, which is pretty cool. The paper is also like a very like retro Nike logo. And then once you open everything up, it's where you have the shoes right over here. And what's cool about these shoes is that it came with a couple different lace swaps. So it came with 3 different lace swaps besides the 4th lace that's on the shoe. So it came in a teal colorway, a white colorway, and then a purple colorway. Now, what's really cool about this shoe, I have worn it a couple times, so it is a little bit used, is that it has these like Velcro things that you're able to take off. So right here it has a wave, able to take it off, has a Nike logo. It did come with another set of Velcro, which is the Nike logo itself, if you did not like the furry Velcro on it. So it came with that. And then the shoe itself is very pretty. Even after it being used a couple times, it has held up. I've seen some people like wear it a lot and it has frayed like the corduroy. Some people have bleached it to make it different colors or make it lighter. I personally like the color like this by itself. It is an Air Max 97, but it sits on an Air Max 1 sole, which is actually pretty cool. I wish they would do more shoes like that. And it basically comes in a light yellow, gray, pink, teal, purple, and a darker green colorway with some brown, and then a Nike swoosh on the toe and a Nike swoosh in the middle sole. So it also says VA to LA right there in the back, which is kind of cool because, you know, he lives in Los Angeles, but he is from Virginia. So it also has like a kind of like velvet sole on the inside, which is kind of cool. Then it also has like that retro Nike logo that was made so popular again thanks to Sean Wotherspoon. So my thoughts on the shoe itself, I really love them. I love the fact that they changed the colorway, because the first colorway kind of reminded me of like the Grinch. I wasn't a huge fan of it. Um, so the comfortability on the shoe, I mean, I'm not gonna say they are the most comfortable shoe, just for the fact that the sole is actually kind of very firm, even though it has like the Air Max bubble in it. So it's not definitely a shoe that I want to go to like a theme park with, or like, you know, spend my whole day like on my feet with them. Although they are very cute, they're not that comfortable. But that's from my experience. I would think, you know, if you're able to switch out the sole, maybe it would help, but I don't wear them often just because my feet are very tired at the end of the day. As for wearing them constantly, I mean, it's such a colorful shoe. I feel like you can wear them with just about anything. If you know me, I love green pants, so I always wear them with green pants and, you know, just like a shirt or something. But yeah, let me know what you think about the shoe itself, if you were able to cop on Sneakers app or at another store, or if they're still one of your grails and you're looking to get them on StockX or Go. I believe they're going for a lot still. You know, or if you have them yourself and what you normally wear them with, or if you find them comfortable or not. Feel free to comment down below. I would love to know your thoughts on them. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and go comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.